All right, welcome to game night tonight. I'm really excited for this unboxing of this new game, Tidal Blades, Heroes of the Reef. It says part 1, so I'm assuming there might be more than just this one. It just hasn't come out yet, but this is a newer game. I know that it came out, I believe, last year, but let's dive right in and see what all is inside this guy. It's a huge game, like almost twice the size of any other box, so I'm gonna set this aside for right now. Obviously, we've got the rule book here, so it has all the rules, sets aside everything, lets you know what everything is, what everything does. Looks like there's a ton. It is a huge one. We even got a comic strip in it. Oh my gosh, it's great. It's great. So you got the rule book right there. We got the almanac, which I imagine is just like the background behind each of the different cards, the characters, different things like that. Man, this stuff is thick. So if you're looking for a little bit of light reading, this is definitely the game for you. I mean, you can get the little comic strips along with it, but it's pretty nice. So you got there the almanac for it. Of course, more games by the same people. Same here, so kind of garbage right there, unless you're into that. So you got all these tokens. It looks like you got like peach looking things, oranges or whatever. And then all these various tokens. It looks like the 4 different characters right here. I know that this game is about like fighting each other. It feels like Aquaman on steroids, basically, for a game. So this, holy cow, it's like a full-blown book. Yep, it is an entire book about what this is and the backstory on everything. Wow. Yeah, so if you're looking for a little light reading, this is the game for you. You just get the art and lore of Tidal Blades, Heroes of the Reef, right there. You get a full-blown book. More packaging. So in here we've got, looks like the different play mats here. So the Lamara Stadium has the different tokens. I've never played this before, so like this looks interesting. There's a lot of different parts. It says there's start and you go around this way. So it looks like, yep, just one-sided, but this is the Lamara Stadium. You've got the Citadel of Time. Wow, this is interesting already. I'm excited. All right, and we got right here solo mode, if you're playing in solo mode, and then 2-player mode. So it gives you different scenarios, what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to take your turns, all the things like that. But for the solo mode, as well as the 2-player mode, so that's that card. We've got the Chronoseum, draw a stunt card. So this is another thing that I imagine you just build the entire thing on your table. You put it all together, I imagine like some way or shape or form, it'll go together. And then you got the Droska ring over here. Man, I'm really excited. I really don't know anything about this game and it already looks awesome. All the stuff that's in here, huge board it looks like, so you're gonna need a good playing surface to play this. Just more stuff to put together. It looks like these guys link up here. So you got the things that link up, the victory, the champion board, the victory points that you're gonna be needing to be able to win, all clicks together, but huge board it looks like. All right, now on to the characters it looks like. Okay, so we got Cayman. He's got 6 dice max. Looks pretty awesome. Nice red lizard guy with a harpoon spear, whatever. But you got the turners to turn. Man, I can't even turn it. Yeah, but it adjusts how many you have as you go, so it reveals that. All these turners for the different things, for your stunt power, your max roll, your character cards, your refresh and upgrade. And it's the same thing on each of these characters. So we got this guy came in, and then we got Echo or Echo, however you want to pronounce it. But it has all the wheels, same stuff, just different character there. I like the artwork too. The artwork is pretty sweet. So you got Axel, I imagine, or Axie. Axel, I think Axel sounds better. But he's like part, I don't know, part aqua creature. I don't know, who knows? But that's why you have the lore and the book to read up on. And then you got Dust. She looks like she's a topside girl from the Earth world or whatever, human, coming down to fight in this battle. So you got those 4 characters in this. You got the score sheets here so that you can actually keep track of how you're doing in the different rounds, but it comes with quite a few pages, so I imagine you'll get enough playtime with all those. And then we've got here, let's see, we've got this little character. It just looks like a a giant serpent fighting this guy with a Maui-looking hook. So it's pretty cool. So character there. We've got more stuff under here. We've got all the cards. Let's actually bust into those. So we're gonna pull these guys out, so we'll put that back. Okay, so we're gonna pull this out. It looks like we've got some character cards that allow you to do different things. Or these are just the things that you go against. I'm not even sure. Again, never played this, but looks really cool. So you got like the giant mud crab. You've got the thunder eels. Yeah, it looks like these are monsters you're gonna be fighting. Crawling slobfish. The phantom krill. Obviously you can pause this at any point in time to like kind of focus in on what the card says. You got the two-headed hydra. I'm digging this artwork though, it's pretty cool. The massive hagworm. Nice. The bulbura. Yeah, this is interesting. It seems like you're just gonna be going up against other monsters and trying to compete who's the ultimate like winner. But you got the colossal spine squid, the tide terror, the sea hounds. Oh, lobster. So he's bigger than just a regular lobster. Whirlpool weaver, looks like a giant manta. The dragon slime. And you got Guaracuda. It's almost like the Barracuda. Guaracuda. Akora. Yeah, this artwork is cool. Karakeen. And I'm sure there's backstory on every single one of these. And it looks like you have the 4 different character cards, what you're supposed to be doing on your turn, the challenges and the monsters, how to score points, and then the dice upgrades. So it shows you everything there on the flip side so that you know exactly what you're doing on your turn and throughout the whole entire game. So you got all those cards there, which are pretty sweet. I'm gonna put them back in there for right now. All right, and then we've got these little tiny cards, which I imagine are like event cards or something. Opening these packages is always fun. Okay, we got these guys here. We got Bab's advice. So it looks like these might be, this is the fearless competitor. It looks like there's challenges to get different victory points or whatnot. You got the winning streak. You got the sharpshooter. And the glory to Crocs. You got the heavy lifter. The feats of strength. The sword champion. Eager to rise. The destined for greatness. Impress the elder. The master of time. Special announcement. So it's like different announcements. Yep, whole bunch of different ones. But one extra for every monster hit. My guess is that you get different points based on different, yeah, these are all just like different events in there. I should probably just go through them one at a time, shouldn't I? Yeah, there's a special announcement here. It gets you extra hits for the monsters. You got, for the most Lamara Stadium challenges, you get extra 7 points. Double your champion board points. Way to get ahead of your competition for sure. For each set of challenges, you get an extra 3. 1 per market card you have at the end of the game, and 7 points for the most Chronoseum challenges, and 7 for the most Droskic Ring challenges. So it looks like there's going to be different areas in the board which allow you to get different victory points based on which special announcement comes up or something. Again, no idea, because I really don't know this game. Some more packaging stuff. Can get rid of that. Get rid of this guy. All right. We're getting there. We're getting there. There's just, you know, a lot. So we're gonna go through these cards now. I don't know that we need to look through all of these. It looks like this is just the market. So on the back it says the market cards, but it includes all the different things that you're gonna get at the market. So more dice and how much it costs. I imagine that the oranges are gonna be the cost of how to pay for it. How much it costs. You get seashells, scrolls, different things like that. Shields. Attack power probably. You get the seashell and a dice. Ooh, ×3 on the seashells. I don't know what those shells do. I wish there was more I could say about it, but it looks like there's gonna be a lot to it because there's gonna be dice, there's gonna be cards, there's gonna be things you're gonna have to buy. It looks like the more expensive they are, the more dice types that you get, but you get all these different things and then more offers and stuff at the end. And we're going through, you got Time Almanac, you got all these different things, just tons of different cards here. But it looks like this is just the market, so it helps you buy new things, but I imagine that they either come up at random or you just have to buy the different cards based on their price here. So you got those, I'm gonna stick those back in here. We got another set right here. All right, here we go. So here's the character cards for, I don't remember what his name was, but the cool little, like, I don't know, he's got the hooded creature dude. He's pretty cool. But Axel's Story, that's his name, Axel. So you got Axel's Story, you got all these different things that allow you to do it. I'm just gonna kind of go through these quick, but yeah, there's a lot to each of these. I imagine that the base decks are full of different special cards for each one. Whoa. So it looks like this is kind of mixing these. So yeah, there's Axel. So Axel's the fish dude. And then I imagine that we have the other guys on the back side of this pack. But especially the Shell Wager, Outshine the Competition. So each character seems to have their own cards, their own special cards that they have. You got Cayman's Story now, so we're on to the lizard dude. And he does more shells, you advanced shell shield, you know, shield upgrade. Ooh, crab bone crossbow. Looks pretty sweet. Yeah, this artwork is pretty cool. All the different monsters, the different things. Ooh, put that guy back up here. Ancient Rivalry, Crocodile Armor, Fruitful Connections, Outcast Victory, Solitary Warrior, Irregular Mooring. And then we gotta move on to Dust, which is the Terran, one who lives up on shore, I imagine, because she's not much of a fish. It's just like a regular human. But each of them seems to have a special different thing in them, like the artifacts or whatever. And then you got all their special cards, which allow them to do things. Rise to the Challenge, New to the Isles, Trinite Sword, Chase the Crowd, the Mystic Encounter, nice, Battle Scars, Reckless Pilot, Echo's Story. Move on to Echo here. Let's get the Shell Shield, Advanced Shell Shield. So it looks like all of them have pretty much the same thing, but might have different powers or different innate things that allow them to do different actions or to overcome certain obstacles quicker. You got Triumph of Mind, Follower of the Fold, Sorrow's Transversor, the Pragmatic Foresight, Feats of the Betalod. Huh. Make it look easy. Mindful Projections, and the Depth of Knowledge. So you got all these different character cards individually, and I imagine that you're gonna be, it looks like there's tons more cards. So my guess is that you can draw different challenges or different cards that will kind of boost your own character deck. So it seems like it's a mix of like a deck building game as well as a go to different locations challenge game and overcome those different challenges. So you got these little guys, you got Steer the Drusk Herd, High Speed Joust. Again, I'm just going through these really quick, so if you ever need to stop the movie, the video, just to take a quick peek at what each card does. You got all these things to look at. Stand the Heat, the Pillar Balance. I don't understand all these different symbols just yet, but I'm sure it will all come together later. Gaze of the Hourglass, Escape the Sinking Cell, Broken Bridge Challenge, Hold the Fort. And each of them has like a different symbol up here in the corner. And then looks like their victory point value down here. Maybe that's how much it costs or what it does. I'm not sure. It looks like these are the powers that it actually does. Maybe that's kind of a reiteration of what that card has. Yeah, it looks like it, because it does the same thing, the shield and then the two triangles. Temporal Sylbios, the Spiral Ascension, Dragon's Puzzle, Cross the Ilo Path, Battle of Symmetry, Guardians of the Coral Grounds. Yeah, and so each of these cards also has the artwork for, it looks like the different characters, or at least some of the creatures from the different races or whatever. So Quicksand Rescue, this is Above Ground, you got the Beatles, Defend the Caravan, Tight Grip, Fire Slide, Carry the Molten Glass, Walk the Lava Path, Burning Sun Challenge, Find the true keysmith, smash the Triton sword, Glassfire's duel, Way of the Serpent, Trial of Endless Sands. Man, I feel like there's a ton to this game. It's going to take a while to learn this, obviously, because I have to read the whole almanac as well as the rule book. But it looks like there's going to be a lot of fun stuff going around in this game, because it looks like you can go to different locations. Huge board, it looks like, as well. Different monsters you're going to be facing. Drifter's Dab. Yeah. Tons of victory points to be had on some of these cards that I'm seeing. But it looks like different shields, different powers, different attacks, different things like that. So it allows you to, I imagine, fend off the different creatures that you have to go against, attempt at the judge's location so you can actually take over those who are running the whole entire show, the duel. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe the people who created this do. But we will find out as well, because we just have to read, about 100 pages worth of, okay, it's not that much, but still, probably about, I'd say like 40 pages easily of instructions and backstory and things like that. So it's kind of cool though, because not a lot of games go this in depth, it looks like that this one does. So it's kind of fun. Got all these different cards, holy cow. Oh my gosh. Toad Time, Frog Frenzy. We're almost through the grunt of most of these cards, so we'll be able to move on quickly to the rest of the game. But these look like the different cards that you can draw. Let's see what's on the back. So these are the legendary challenge. So these are all challengers or something. But it looked like this one, yep, legendary challenge as well. So these are all different challenges, is my guess, that help you power up your different characters that you're fighting with, and help you to become the ultimate fighter in this ring. Okay, so I know I went through those really quick, but there you have it. Those look like all the challenges. Yeah, so you got challenges and you got ultimate challenges there at the end that we were getting. Legendary challenges, that's what it was. So you got legendary challenges, you got the regular challenges. Then we're going to move on here to, it looks like a plot effect. So there's different plots happening at the same time while you're in this rink trying to win. So kind of crazy. Ouch. Okay, so the plot effects, here we go. Different plot effects. You got the expert rigging. So, man, I really wish there was more I could tell you about what this game's about, but sudden resilience, those are all the same. You got the shell burst, you got a bunch of those. So shell burst, you got the elite climber. Looks like there's 3 of each of these cards. Dedicated study, yep, 3. You got Spirit of Tidal Blades. That's what those do. You got the Judge's Favor. You got Instant Reflexes. 1, 2, 3. You got Convincing Offer. 1, 2, 3. Midnight Training. 1, 2, 3. So those look like they're complete. Yeah, so those are stunts. So stunts that you can actually do to battle, I'm sure. And then you got all of these. You got the rigged, the framed, the judge napped, the mind wiped, and knocked out. And those ones are all the plot effects. So things that probably throw a wrench in your game as to what you're doing and how you're able to accomplish and achieve it. I'm liking this little, like everything in here seems to be pretty well put together. I like the feel of the cards is really nice. They're nice and sturdy, a little bit thicker, which is good. Man, we're getting into all these other ones. Oh my gosh, it goes on forever. So here's your just variety of dice. We'll just open that up quickly. Looks like you got the different colored dice. You got some black dice. You got these other dice. You got blue dice, the white dice. You got a, what is that, 8-sided dice right there. Got 4 of those. My guess is that each character gets one of those. Then you got all the red dice, the black with the red background, and then you just got the all black dice over here. But each of those, I imagine, coincide with different facets of the game, so we'll leave those in there for right now. Set those aside here. And then we've got, oh, it seems like these are rubberish, but these are, yep, they're kind of like rubbery plastic little orange peachy things, but that looks like that might be how much things cost, so it might be like the money in the game. That'd be my guess, my best guess as of right now. And then you've got your shells. So it's like the shell power. These ones are just a regular hard plastic, but plastic little shell here. You got tons of those, little dividers. So you're gonna be collecting those, I imagine, throughout the game. Then moving on, you got the different character pieces. I'll just open this up. I don't necessarily need to pull these guys out all that much. But some of these characters are huge, which is fitting because this guy is ginormous. He is huge. And he's got this little guy with him. Oh, so it's like his champion. It looks like you have like a champion, so the actual champion character, and then a little, what is that? Not bodice, what is that thing? It's just that the shoulder and heads of the character so that you can like track it on maybe different places and different stands or whatever. And then you got the, oh man, frog looking guy, and then he's got his little thing in here as well. So he's there. It's pretty cool. So each character, it looks like they have two things. So then you got Dusty, I believe, what's her name? Dusty, and then her little head. And then you've got the hybrid dude. And obviously you can paint these guys if you wanted to, but they all come just gray, ready to paint if you're into that kind of thing. But really cool little figurines we got here. Player pieces, and then you got this. What the? Ooh, it's like a solid metal, some kind of metal, but it's the token for who knows what, some kind of tracker for that. But underneath each of these guys is just a token that has of a certain weapon or picture that they use. I don't know. Who knows? But they each have their different tokens. I'll show you just what is on them. So you got, looks like a jet ski of sorts, and then, I don't know, this looks like the Starship Enterprise, who knows? Lots of funny stuff. Another jet ski, perfect. So way that they travel around, who knows? Who knows? Then this guy looks like a monster. He's got the giant Maui hook, kind of Reaper looking thing. It's pretty cool. And then you got this guy, last but not least. It just looks like the Batmobile jet ski or something like that. I don't know. Man, all of it's like Aquaman related, it looks like, even though it's not actually Aquaman, but I think it's fun. All right, so there's that. And all this goes together. We'll just put these guys back in here for right now. But then finally, you got the player stand pieces. So I imagine that these lock in. So these are the bases for the different players. Maybe they're tokens, who knows? It doesn't actually, I'm not sure. Maybe it's to hold your challenge, your present challenge, I'm not entirely sure. But then you got the Coliseum itself that will like attach into the board that you have that we've already seen. So man, that was a lot of stuff, but there you have it. Like that's everything that comes with this game. So this game, there is a lot to it, it looks like. So we got all these different things. You got the scoreboards again. This is probably going to be the hardest thing to figure out how to get back in here, is just all this stuff. Yeah, because it has to fit in a certain way, I imagine, but I don't know how that's going to go. We'll do our best here. I might just have to call it, yeah, I'm going to have to call it good because I'm not going to figure that out right now. So I'll figure out how to get all that back in, but again, you have all these different things. This is a ton of reading right here, but cool that you have an art and lore of the Tidal Blades, Heroes of the Reef, so you get the backstory, you get the characters, like why they're fighting, what's going on. You got the whole rules, rule book, you got the almanac so they know and understand everything that's happening in the game. And let's put the final lid back on, but that is what wraps up all in this game. Tidal Blades, Heroes of the Reef. Really exciting looking. It looks like there's a lot to it. Obviously, you're gonna be traveling around fighting different monsters, trying to fight for glory, victory overall, because that's kind of the backstory of what I read on the back here, but we just picked this up thinking this would be a really fun game, and it looks like a lot of fun. So when we get around to the game playthrough and the how to play it, then we will get more on that. But for right now, that wraps up our unboxing of Tidal Blades, Heroes of the Reef, Part 1. I haven't even played this yet, and I'm already excited for Part 2. But thanks for joining us here on Game Night Tonight. Tune in next time for other unboxings and game playthroughs, what have you, and we look forward to seeing you then.